Hey gang, it's Joey again. And today I have a very special guest. We're doing a little soft spoken conversation. Some of you may know her. For those of you who don't, because I know a lot of you guys are like YouTube only fans, this is a dear friend of the show, Stacy, aka Bedtime ASMR. Stacy, did you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be here. It's wonderful to meet you, and hello to all the Spoon fans.
Yeah, Spoon. So I guess we could start with talking about Spoon. Well, first of all, how are you? How have you been?
I've been busy, but I've really missed parts of the Spoon aspect and the community, including yourself.
Yeah, well, I guess I speak for all of us when I say we miss you a lot, Stacy. How's your holidays been? Busy?
Yes, very busy. We have lots of nieces and nephews running around. My one sister has 5 children, if you can believe it.
Jeez.
And yeah, so it's an expensive Christmas this year. But it's been very good, and everyone's health is good. That's all we could really ask for. How about your Christmas?
My Christmas was great. I got socks and shoes, which is exactly what I wanted for Christmas.
You can never go wrong with socks, especially as you get older.
The thing is with me is like I always like getting socks for Christmas because throughout the year my socks always disappear. So by the time the holidays roll around, I don't really have any
Hmm.
socks to spare, and I'm always using
I
mismatched
know.
socks. So I always re up during Christmas.
And mismatch, there's nothing wrong with it, but it just seems like the dryer wants to eat. Always one side of every sock. It's
The
crazy.
dryer must consume.
Yes.
So, Stacy, since last time we talked, Spoon now no longer exists in the United States, or I think like in
That's
North America in
crazy.
general, right? How are you feeling about that?
That's crazy. I'm actually, I was sad, but I wasn't surprised because when they shut down, I don't know the last time they had shut down for 4 months or 6 months or something, they said they were going to come back stronger and better than ever. And when they came back, I honestly didn't see any difference other than the call volume. It was like 2 calls only or no calls or something. And a lot of people had left. So I was quite sad that it just wasn't the same. How did you feel?
I agree. I feel like it was when they left for the 4 months. I feel like it was that was kind of the end of it there. Like there were still
Yeah.
some people who came back and returned because
Hmm.
everybody loves Spoon because it was such a special and unique platform. And like those times we
Oh,
had
yeah.
like in like 2020, 2021, 2022, those were like
Hmm.
some of the best times I've ever had on my cell phone.
I agree. I agree.
But like it
Yeah.
was just so mismanaged. Like Spoon didn't really. It felt like they didn't really care about the North American server. Like I get it. Like we weren't
Hmm.
as popular as
Hmm.
the Asian one, but they didn't even have
Yeah.
moderators at one point.
I remember that. It was tough, and there was a lot of pushback on the whole RPing and bringing it in or not having it or being banned. And that was when Spoon USA was still there. And then they booted them out, and it really went downhill from there.
Yeah, they booted them out in the middle of my stream
Yeah.
during ASMR Con, which
I
is I
know.
know.
I That was the worst time. November 2021, I think it was the year, and it was just it tainted everybody.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a. I think you're
Hmm.
right. It just kind of tainted, and like the morale was just completely down.
Yeah. Because we had all of 2020 pretty much like March or April's when the whole COVID thing, and everybody was just looking for a way to connect because we were stuck inside, and everybody was so wholesome, and there was no problems. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm naive, but it was just a great place to connect when you were stuck inside.
I definitely think so, and I think that it was like, it was audio only, and you could just kind of
Hmm.
have it from your phone. You could have it
That's
off in
right.
the background, or you could
Absolutely.
calls. You could, and I made a lot of wonderful friends there. Like you. Like shout
Hmm.
out to our other Spoon
Hmm.
friends. Shout out to Mara Saint, who's also Canadian, and she streams on Twitch now. So go check out Mara
Oh,
Saint on
I,
Twitch.
yes, Mara. I miss her.
She's on Twitch. I could send you the link to her channel. Uh,
You
but
should.
yeah, she's on Twitch, and then all of our wonderful friends who are still around. I'm trying to think who from the Spoon Days still comes to my streams. Storm Athena
I'm.
still comes. I see Witchy every
Does
now and
anyone else?
again.
Does anyone else stream or like other than Mara on Twitch and stuff? Like any of our or Spoon crew?
I'm trying to recall. I don't think so.
Okay.
Spinks left a message in my Discord just randomly a couple days ago, but then
Oh my gosh.
didn't reply when I replied back to her. But I think that she tried to come back on YouTube at one point, but isn't
Oh.
just like not making content now. So I think
Mm.
it's just like me, and then Mara's on Twitch. So like of like
Yeah.
the whole like ASMR community, because you're not
It's just
doing any ASMR anymore either, huh?
no, no, I have not. No, I haven't gotten back into it.
Is that on your agenda, or are you just kind of done with it?
I definitely listen to it a lot. Like before bed, I'll listen to recordings or TikTok shorts. Sometimes TikToks have lives as well, and I just
Really?
fall asleep. But yeah, the live ones, there's so few that are like authentic. Like you were always consistent. You never like started laughing out loud, or you always had just your demeanor was always consistent, so that you could easily fall asleep. You could easily feel relaxed. Like I really missed your spoon streams, and all the people you could watch the chat. It just, I don't know. I really miss it, but
Man, I
I
love the
do watch
spoon
it.
chat. I really love the
Hmm.
spoon chat because it was like,
Hmm.
and one thing I've started implementing, like since I started streaming on YouTube, I've tried to like make it more and more like a spoon stream. So I even added like an anonymous request box like they used to have on Spoon.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did.
yeah. So my
Oh,
streams now
goodness.
have like an anonymous request box, and those are fun, and you'll get some fun people in there. But Spoon was great, and it was a very fun and also kind of a funny app.
Hmm.
I was
Yeah,
just
I
thinking
like
about
that.
it. Yeah, I was just thinking about it the other day because one of the things that I found the funniest about Spoon, especially as a streamer, is that like how quick it was to make an account. Because I remember saying something like, "Oh yeah, my cat
Hmm.
is misbehaving right now," and then 1 minute later, an account is like, Joey's cat joined the chat and then said, "Why are you complaining about me?" So people had a lot of fun like making alternate
I
accounts
love
on there.
that. I love
Yeah,
that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a spoon for that too. Like we had a great community and we'd all join each other's streams, like
yeah, exactly.
just so many people. I wonder what they're up to now. I hope they're doing well.
I try to keep in touch with as many Spoon friends as I can.
Hmm.
I I'm surprised that you still reply to my messages because
Oh,
I
of
I
course,
barely
of
see
course.
I barely see you around like anywhere. And
Yeah, I know.
and I mean there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm not really on anywhere. I'm just kind of on
Hmm.
YouTube.
Hmm.
I don't really have social medias anymore, like personally. But I remember
Right, right.
saying, it's been so long since the Spoon days. I posted in my Discord today. I said, I'm going to be doing my collab with Stacy today, and then someone said,
Mm.
"Wait, who is Stacy?" And then it just kind of clicked with me. It just kind of clicked with
You're
me.
like, oh, right.
I was
Not
like,
everyone's from Spoon.
it's like now most of my listeners are from
Mhm.
YouTube. Like I
Yeah,
barely have any Spoon
yeah,
fans.
yeah. See, it's like, when did that happen? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
been so long.
it was
Yeah, they
just
just drop off.
it was just kind of now. Like the only
Hmm.
Spoon people that are still around in my streams are I don't know if you remember Athena and Santa.
Of course. Yes, Santa, and yes, Santa was like year round. I loved it. He was in Spoon all the time.
Yeah, Santa still comes to the YouTube streams, which I'm very happy about.
Hmm.
Shout out to Santa, and then Storm also. So a couple of our friends from and Hunter. You remember Hunter?
Oh, Hunter. He had all those fun like black who is that guy? Jack Black name? Like he
Yes,
always had fun names.
yes, the very
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Me and him still talk, and he sometimes comes to my streams, but he's doing well, so I'm sure he'll be happy to hear
Mm.
this because he watches my videos too.
He what was I gonna say? Oh, when I would go on YouTube and stuff, I'd like to get caught up on, like, because I don't go on YouTube very often, but I would listen to some of your streams, and sometimes I'd hear you, once in a while you'd say my name, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are the odds that I would come to one of your recordings and it would be the one that you talk to me about or talk about me? And I was like, oh, I'm still remembered.
I try my best to remember everybody, especially my friends, because
Oh,
it's like,
of course,
especially when you
yeah.
have friends on the internet, it's so easy to lose track of them, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Like there's so many people. Like I still have my bedtime ASMR, the Instagram, and every so often I'll get a text like, "Hey, do you remember me?" And of course, How could you not remember? But I have to keep remembering to check it because it's not,
That's
you know,
awesome.
not,
The people miss you.
yeah.
So I'm
I miss, yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna be happy to hear you.
So how is your doctor days going? Like you must be like a full-fledged doctor by now.
I am gonna be Dr. Joey in about 4 months from now. I will be
Oh my
officially, yes.
gosh. Isn't
I
that crazy to think that like you were not even you weren't in school like 4 or 5 years ago when COVID started.
No, I wasn't even in med school when we first
That's
like started
crazy.
streaming. Yeah, nuts, right?
Isn't that crazy? You were just Joey and you had a girlfriend and you had a big fluffy cat and it's crazy how far you've come. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is crazy thinking about like
Hmm.
just how
Like
far
to
things
think,
have come.
yeah, that we've known people from the internet for five
Yeah,
years. Like most of them, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
that's nuts. Oh, I need to
Mm.
talk to you about Canada because I have a new friend named Nate from Canada, and we did like a snacks exchange. So I sent him from some snacks from America. Well, I haven't shipped them out yet
Oh,
because I heard that the Canadian Postal Service was on strike.
yes, we were, but we have resumed just before Christmas, which
Yeah,
really put a snag. But yeah, it's running now. So you can send those gifts.
I will send them, but it's also like the snowpocalypse going on right now in St. Louis. So
Oh, I did hear that the US is supposed to have a huge storm down there.
oh yeah, big time, especially where I'm at. So it snowed on Saturday on Sunday, and then it stopped
Hmm.
snowing, and then it started snowing again. But it was like a huge like sheet, like I couldn't even see outside, and it just snowed for the
Wow.
entire day, and then everything got canceled, and the streets are still not clear, and it snowed again today.
No. No.
Yeah,
So you're kind of stuck in the thick of the storm. Do you have enough food? Do you have running water? Are you okay? Because things can freeze.
yeah, I'm doing okay, thankfully. Like my power did go out on Monday, but it's back now.
No.
And they made me go into the hospital today even though it was like like
Are
snowing again. They're like,
you
"Joey,
kidding?
there's Joey, we need you." I'm like, "All right, I'm on my way, but I'll be late."
Trudging through the snow.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Just
had to
yeah.
go out and like, scrape my car out and like dig the
Hmm.
snow away from the back of my car.
But if they haven't plowed the roads even, how do you even stay on the road, like the main roads? Like they haven't plowed the roads. How is that possible?
I had to drive like super super slowly.
That's dangerous. That's
Yeah,
danger.
it is very dangerous. But yeah,
Hmm.
like I said, so Canada, we did a snacks exchange.
Hmm.
So I'm actually a very big fan of Canadian
Ketchup.
snacks. The ketchup chips are amazing.
Yes. Yes. Ketchup chips are so good. What else do we have that you don't? Because you guys usually have the stuff that we don't.
Let
So,
me tell you what my favorite Canadian snack is. It's called a
mm.
coffee crisp.
You guys don't have coffee there?
I had never heard of it until Nate sent me some.
That's crazy. Like, who would have thought? I would have thought that came from you guys.
No, it's
Wow.
we don't for some reason like I've noticed in America because like I've gone overseas and stuff. Americans don't
Hmm.
really like coffee flavored like
What?
snacks or
That's
like
nuts. That's
coffee flavored
crazy.
ice cream or everything. But it's very popular everywhere else. Everywhere loves like coffee flavored chocolate
Yeah,
with coffee flavor. But Americans we don't really like it.
that's very strange. So, the coffee crisp and the ketchup chips were your top two, would you say? Did you get any drinks?
I didn't get any drinks. I don't know if you can send drinks.
Oh, probably not. You're probably right. I never even thought of that.
Well, what Canadian drinks are good that are exclusive?
Well, I don't know that there is exclusiveness. Like, there are some stuff that we have an international corner store over here, and and he brings in European drinks like Calypso. I guess Calypso drinks. They're fruit beverages. They're really tart, and they're made like lemonade. Apparently, they're from the U.S. and we have them imported because we can't. We don't. Whoever makes them doesn't deliver to Canada, so he imports them. Like, he brings them in. Have you tried Calypso?
I'm gonna Google it. I'm googling it right. Oh no, yeah. We have these like everywhere.
Yeah, see, we have like very few stores carry them. So those are delicious. Um, then there's some really weird, like, I don't know who thinks of these things, but I personally don't find oranges and chocolate. I don't find that they go together, but they have like Aero bars, those chocolate bars that are tainted with not tainted, mixed with
Tainted with
orange.
orange.
Yeah, it's like an orange chocolate. I don't think it goes together personally, but apparently. There's another one that's mint, of course, and I'm not a fan of mint in any chocolate. But there's like a line of Aero bars that have different flavors and like strawberry. Ew, like I guess strawberry chocolate would be okay, but it just doesn't appeal to me. Green tea, matcha green tea, Kit
Mm.
Kats, stuff like that. We've got them imported, but they're not from Canada. But I love that you guys have stuff like gravy and fries in your chips, like a chip flavor, like with gravy and fries. We don't have that. That's crazy.
I don't think we have that either. Gravy and
Oh
fries.
well, yeah, like fries and gravy flavored chips.
Isn't that called what do Canadian people call it's called like
Poutine.
poutine
Yeah.
poutine, right? Yeah, we don't have
No, I
that
mean
here. At
we
least
could
not
eat a
where I am.
poutine. Yeah, but I've seen chips. Um, I don't remember where it was. We were in an airport, and there was like gravy and fries. There was chili, chili cheese fries or something. There's some
Yeah.
unique flavors that we don't carry very often, or you can't see it very often unless you go to a specialty store.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. American chips are like okay. We've got a couple of good brands. Like I like Ruffles, but I don't like cheesy chips. And like a lot of American chips are like cheesy or they have like that powder on them that gets stuck to your
Yeah.
fingers, and I don't like it.
See, and I like chips like that. Like I want to
I
have.
see.
I mean, I don't want it to stain them, but I like cheesy chips, like popcorn, cheesy popcorn. Delicious.
Maybe I should send you some snacks too. Since I'm at it, I should send you some because we've got like a St. Louis chip called the Red Hot Riplets. They're made here, and
Oh,
they're like a spicy chip, and then there's
I
like a
like spice.
but they've got like a spicy, and then they've got like the cheesy spicy ones,
Oh,
which people
that
like.
sounds.
I don't like it, but people really like it, so maybe I should send you some.
Well, yeah. What else do you guys have? Like, what did you send to the Canadian friend? What did you send that you, I guess, guessed what we don't have? Like, or did he tell you what he doesn't have? Like, how did you know what to send him?
I just kind of guessed. He lives in French Canada, so all the packaging there
Oh, okay.
isn't in English, and he's American. I think he moved with
Oh,
his
okay.
wife, who is Canadian.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he
So in
wanted
the
me to
East
send him
somewhere.
some English packaging. So I'm sending him, some like Mike and X and stuff, but also like
Hmm.
we've got like St. Louis saltwater taffy,
Saltwater taffy is delicious.
saltwater taffy, and then also just just some other stuff like so I'm going to be sending him those red hot riplet chips and some other things too, and then also there's
Mm.
a gas station near me that sells like Mexican snacky cakes. So those are pretty good,
Mm.
and I'm sure you can't get those in Canada, so I'll be sending those over as well.
I've Yeah, I've never heard of it. Sounds good.
They're pretty good. Some of them are pretty good. I'm
Hmm.
not a big like snacky cake guy, but they're okay sometimes.
Yeah, you strike me as like a healthy person just because you're a doctor and all that.
I've got a pretty bad sweet tooth. Like I've got to admit.
Do you?
Yeah, I
Oh, I'm
do.
shocked.
I like to I like to bake stuff when I'm feeling really peckish in the middle of the night. Just
Oh, in the
yesterday,
middle of the night.
in the middle of the night, just yesterday, I made brownies with Nesquik powder, and they were pretty good.
I wouldn't even know what the recipe would consist of. That's kudos to you. That's
I can
very
send it to
inventive.
you. I can send it to you. And then I put, it's going to sound bizarre, but I put 7 Up in the brownie batter, and
What?
it actually turned out fantastic.
Wow, you're gonna have to send me that recipe
I
for
will send
sure.
you the
I might actually
recipe.
try it.
It's very good.
What would the 7 Up do? Would it make it fluffy? Because it's
It made it
carbonated?
very fluffy.
Hmm,
And
that's very interesting.
I used it in substitute of like because the baking powder I have like has this taste to it. So like even if I add like a half teaspoon of baking
Hmm.
powder, like you can just taste it in every bite. So I was like, huh. And so then I just put the 7 Up in it, and it actually worked out fine because it just made it like a little bit softer and fluffier. I had to bake it for a little longer though.
It sounds interesting. I would try it. I've heard of people making just plain glazed donuts with soda water or 7 Up because it makes it fluffy. So that sounds delicious.
It is true. At the supermarket
Hmm.
near my house, they make like 7 Up cakes and cupcakes and stuff.
What? That's
Yeah.
weird too. We don't have any of that.
Yeah, I'll send you a photo. Every time I go to the store, I'll take a photo because they have like different soda flavors. Like they have like a Hawaiian punch cake, and they've got like a orange
What?
crush cake. Yeah, it's I don't know what they're doing at my
Wow.
supermarket, but it's only that. Like it's a chain supermarket called Schnucks,
Yeah.
but it's like the only
Yeah.
Schnucks I've ever been to that has those kinds of cakes. So I think it's the people who there who keep making them.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds like you'll find lots of unique things there. I like those kind of stores where you won't find stuff that you find anywhere else.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. There's like this Chinese supermarket that I go to a lot because they have like these nice like teeny tiny canned coffees that are like as big as like my finger. They're as tall as my finger and they're like full of caffeine, but they're also delicious.
Oh, so it's like a super shot, like,
It's like a super
not,
shot,
it's
but it
just
also
coffee.
tastes so good. Like they have a macadamia
Really?
nut flavored coffee. I don't know if you're a big coffee
Mm.
person.
I drink one coffee a day and it's usually hazelnut. I love hazelnut
Hazelnut,
creamer. I
huh?
love hazelnut lattes. So yeah, that's my
Mm.
thing. Hmm.
Um,
Nutty flavor.
tell me about Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons was a no, I don't know. I can't even make up a lie. He was an older fellow that founded, and they make good donuts. Actually, you know what? The donuts are pretty like generic. I wouldn't say there's. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
they come out with crazy ones every month that are like for kids to the camp. Send kids to the camp. They donate like for a week. They donate like a lot of their sales for that week to for kids to go that underprivileged kids to go to camp. They do smile cookies for the kids hospitals. They do stuff like that. But the cookies itself and the donuts themselves, they're not like a specialty bakery. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
good. It's just not like fantastic. And the coffee, I've heard rumors that they put nicotine in their coffee just to make it addictive. I don't know if that's true, but I don't like their coffee. It gives me a stomach ache. I think it's too strong for me.
I wasn't expecting all of that dirt on Tim Hortons. I'll tell you something funny
And
about it.
that's rumors. Those
Rumors.
rumors.
They might be true because they opened up a Tim Hortons here in St. Louis several
They
years ago.
did.
Several years ago, yes. And
Oh.
it did so badly that they started like advertising. We're giving away two donuts for free if you buy a coffee from us. And nobody went, and it went out of business like
Aw,
in less than a year.
that's sad. Well, I mean, people, they stick with what they know, right? And
Yeah.
because it's Canadian, they might have like a stigma against that, even though we're so friendly.
Yeah,
So
Canadian people are
it's
pretty
hard.
cool.
Yeah. Well, some of us are. We're always sorry, and we always, hold the door for each other and say, "No, you go. No, you go." It's
Yeah,
fun
that's
though.
right. You do say sorry, sorry, like SOREY.
As well, see, I don't understand, like, I don't know any other way to say it, but yes, that was
Sorry.
something people would point out in the streams that they'd say sorry, and I'd say sorry, and then they're like SAWRY, like sorry is how you guys say it? Is that
Yes,
how?
absolutely. Especially in St. Louis, and I think most of them like that. I think it's maybe a St. Louis thing. We say it like we say it like sorry, like a sharp A,
Sorry.
like sorry, like sorry about that.
That's I mean maybe it's a southern drawl, but
Yeah, a
I
little
guess
bit.
sorry and what about you, and the roof
Or
instead
a
of,
boot.
you know, a boot, out in a boot, out in a boot. And I'll play it up. I'll play it up. But sorry, I don't even think of. It
It's
didn't
just second
sound different
nature.
to
Yeah,
me.
it's like that
Yeah,
with like accents and stuff.
yeah, yeah. And to me, it's not an accent. Like, I
Exactly,
like the southern
exactly.
drawl, but yeah, I love it.
Oh, so you were saying you listen to, you still listen to ASMR like every night. Are there any
Hmm.
particular channels or people that you listen to?
Well, when I jump on YouTube, I like to catch up on your streams. And I can't say that I stay awake because you relax me and you put me to sleep.
That's
But
the idea.
yeah, so I can't say I hear the whole hour, but to catch my name. Otherwise, it's just like, I find some sort of Vivasta or Vivasti or something on TikTok. I guess she's been doing it for 5 years, and I believe she's Canadian too. They've been talking about how they're shutting TikTok down in the USA or something, and she'll be able to stay because she's Canadian.
Oh, cool.
Um, and That's mainly the one because she just like when she talks, she does like the like you. It's almost like inaudible. Like she, you just hear the thank you.
Oh wow.
Like you hear more of that than you do her voice, and she doesn't do like mouth noises. I don't mind some mouth noises, but some of them are really gross and wet. I just can't handle
Yeah, I
it.
don't like the wet mouth sounds either.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know how people find that like relaxing. I want to stick your face, like close your mouth when you eat. It's not. It's not my thing.
I'm trying to think of the name. I've been listening to Skeptical Pickle on YouTube
Oh,
recently.
I've never heard of that one. Is that like a group or just one person?
It's just one girl, and she does a lot of inaudible as well. But I've also been
Okay.
listening to a guy called Man Behind a Camera ASMR, and he's like this old man. Usually I don't like mukbangs, but like he'll just like eat his lunch and talk about something, or like
Oh, okay.
he'll play solitaire with himself, and like just the noise of like the cards against the table and like the outside and the
Yeah,
birds and stuff. it's
yeah.
it's really good. It's called Man Behind a Camera, so I've really been liking his
Uh,
ASMR.
I'll look them up. Is it? It's obviously video too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's videos.
YouTube.
All the
Yeah.
ASMR I
Okay.
listen to is on YouTube. I don't have like I said, I'm not really on social media. I've just got like
Hmm.
Discord, and I have like my
Hmm.
personal Instagram that I use to talk to people I know in real life, but I don't have like
Hmm.
Facebook or TikTok or anything like that.
No, I don't have Facebook either. I was told that Facebook is for old people. That's what somebody told me
It
one time.
is. It
And I
is.
am I am an old person, but not that old, I guess.
You can't be that old if you don't have a Facebook. I had a Facebook because when Facebook first came out, I was in middle school, and it was like
Hmm.
the big social network. So of course I had a
Hmm.
Facebook, and then just after a while, I was like, yeah, I don't really need to be on here. I don't really getting anything out of
No,
it.
yeah, I put it off. There were so many, like in the 20s, there were so many different ones that were coming out. There was like MySpace and there was Tag and then there was MSN something, Open Space or something. Maybe it was MySpace. There was just too many, and I finally like I put off Facebook for the longest time, and I finally joined, and I was like, what is the big hype about it? And I was like, nope, not my thing. A lot of people just like it's basically like where you like tweeting. It's just you put in statuses all the time. I didn't really
Yeah,
enjoy that.
that's what it was about. And then like people would post like photos and tag you in it, and then it wouldn't even be a
Hmm.
photo that has anything to do with you, but you'd be tagged in it, so you'd get notified for it. Facebook was actually very
Yeah,
annoying looking back.
yeah, yeah. You just shut off your notifications if you were on it. Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, and I didn't
Yeah.
like Snapchat either, because I would just get messages from random people trying to do like streaks. Like you get like streaks on
Oh,
Snapchat if you like snap of the same person every day. So
yeah. See, I have a Snapchat, but I don't use it.
I see.
Sometimes I'll get some videos from my sister because you can't send them through regular text sometimes if they're too long. But I use those things, but I don't have like I don't have one, if that makes sense. I don't have a presence on them. I just use them like YouTube, like TikTok. I just watch videos. I don't post. I don't,
Right, of course.
I'm just a floater. Yeah,
I'm just an idol watcher.
that's right. I'm just a wallflower.
I remember one time on Spoon, one of like a YouTube ASM artist came into my stream that I was a fan of.
Oh,
What was
really?
his name? His name was the Smiling Observer, and I think he still makes YouTube videos. But Smiling Observer,
What?
yes, and he came into my Spoon stream, and it said Smiling Observer joined, and then I clicked on the people and
Wow.
I saw his profile picture. I'm like, is that the Smiling Observer like from YouTube? And he said, yes, it's me. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan of yours. And then he left.
Oh no, because he was hoping that nobody would recognize him. Maybe he just
Maybe
wanted to
that
be
was it.
incognito.
Maybe he just wanted to
Oh
see what like
no.
the hype was about, because I think Spoon did do some marketing around their ASMR. Like you
Mm-hmm.
were on some of their
Yeah.
ads, right?
Yeah, when we were, what do you call those? Partners or Spotlight? What is Spoon Spotlight or something? Yeah.
Was that what it was called?
Yeah, there was a spotlight where for a week, they would spotlight somebody who was getting good views or whatever. This is before Partner. And then when you were Partner, they, I don't know how, but they used our ads in like to go on TikTok and
Wow.
uh, places like that. And I never got to see them. I never knew what it looked like, but
And people would tell me that they
somebody.
would see you in the ads.
Yeah, I don't know how that, like, if they just had my profile picture, because I never did any with like video. They never asked me to. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's in the very, very early stages when there was the USA team, they would promote, and every time, do you remember when you would join, you would get kicked into the most popular stream, like
Yep.
when you joined?
Yep.
Yeah, and then you would get followers that way too, like
Hmm.
crazy amounts of followers. It was crazy.
Yeah, you were like
Yeah.
probably one of the, if not the biggest channel on there, I think.
For a while there, apparently. I mean, I'm not. I That's what I was told. I don't
I
I don't
mean,
want to toot
yeah.
my own horn.
I mean, you can.
But
It's like you had
there
like
was
10,000 or
nobody.
something, right?
It was I don't even remember. Yeah, I was trying to find an old like profile picture, like screenshot of my profile because I wanted to remember it when Spoon got taken down, and
Hmm.
I can't find it. I thought it was
Oh
like
no.
13 or 16K, but there was people on there that had like, Christy, she had 31K followers. Like she was there from the very beginning.
I think she was
Christy
like
ASMR.
before. I think she was before my time.
Okay. She was doing ASMR caves, so she would have like a dripping cave echoey sound, and she
Oh,
would
that
do
sounds
like
awesome.
sounds. Yeah, it was pretty good, and that wasn't her main thing when she first started. She would do lullabies, singing softly, and I loved them. They were just such a great way at night to forget about the whole COVID and pandemic and stuff. And I still keep in touch with her every so often
Oh, that's
through
awesome.
TikTok because she posts. But yeah, it was a big thing in Spoon, and it was I miss it. Like
I miss
talking
it
about it
too
makes me,
because since you mentioned it, like
yeah.
every ASMRs on Spoon for the most part had their like own niche. Like they did things
Yes,
differently, and
yes,
that's what was great.
absolutely. And we would all join and jump into each other's streams and
Yeah.
promote each other. And if you didn't have me, then you had Joey. And if you didn't have Joey, then you had Samantha. You'd have Sphinx. You had Bloodhound Gang. Like you had
Oh
somebody,
man,
you know
shout
what I
out to
mean?
Bloodhound.
Yeah.
I've talked to them. They're like online and once a year, and I
Oh,
will like message them in advance. I'll be like,
right,
"Hi
right.
Bloodhound, how are you?" And then like a
Yeah.
year later, they'll respond to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like,
At least you know they're still around. That's good. At least
yeah,
they're responding.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're in medical
Like
school
I
now too.
No,
Yeah, they're in
really?
like medicine, from what I understand.
Wow. All these ASMR people becoming doctors. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Oh man, who was it that you remember soothing ASMR?
Oh, how could I forget Tamara? She was just such a
They were
beautiful soul,
great.
and her accent. I miss her
She had a
too.
great accent. Like because she would always stream
Yeah.
after me because I remember your stream
Yeah.
would like end when I just started my stream, and then when my stream
Mm-hmm.
ended, then her stream started.
Yeah. I loved it. It was a nice little cycle. And then after I was done, I could go unwind with you, or because I think you were after. Were you after? I can't remember, but I jumped from
I
stream
was
to
always
stream.
after your stream,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And
and
it was just, she'd put me out. You or her would put me out.
that's what I like too. It's like
Yeah.
we had like an unofficial schedule too.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
would stream for
It's just
2 hours, I
automatic.
would stream for 2 hours, or like me and Sphinx sometimes would have like stream during the same time, and like
Hmm.
yeah, it was a
Yeah. And
really great
people
system.
would jump. Yeah.
It's
I
like we were
remember
on
that.
like
They
a
would jump.
radio or like a TV station. You know,
I
it's like
know, right?
coming
We
in
had
at
our
six
own little
o'clock,
celebrity
Stacy.
status.
Yeah, it was
And it
such a
was,
great app.
but it wasn't competitive. It was always like, hey,
No,
guys, let's go over to this stream and let's go see Joey and, Love Raid and stuff. It was
yeah,
good times. It was, even though it was a scary time, it was like you said, one of the best years of my life. Like, Boone was a huge memory that I could never forget. Like the
yeah.
people and yeah, it will be fondly remembered.
I still have all my old casts saved. I haven't uploaded them to YouTube yet, but I still have them
Oh,
all
that's a
saved.
huge,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a huge task. My husband did a couple of mine because I couldn't figure out the whole layering. I'm not good with computers and I'm not patient. So, and I spend my days on a computer as for work, like not editing, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I don't understand this. And he would figure it out and there'd be like a horrible, like you've seen, there's no pictures. It's just like a black screen just to get some up there, But kudos to you for I didn't take all of them. I just took a few because there's so many casts that we had saved
If you,
on Spoon.
yeah, I saved all of my casts because I would save every
Yeah.
live, but I only started saving the lives I think around like 100, like hotline 100, and I got to
Really?
like, yeah, I got to like hotline 300. Um, and I still call my YouTube Lives hotline, but I don't keep track of the numbers anymore.
Oh yeah, it gets hard after a while. Like you're way up there now.
I might be on like 1,000 now because I've been like streaming for almost like it's 2025 now.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2025 now. I'll be
Yeah.
streaming for 5 years in September.
How many videos how many videos on YouTube do you have now? Do you know
List.
offhand?
I can go into my YouTube studio right now and tell you
Yeah. Yeah.
because my videos they keep videos and live streams separate.
Oh, okay.
So my videos, let's see, I have 161 videos, and I
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't tell me how many live streams I have, but I have way more than
Oh,
that because I stream more than I upload videos.
right, right. You do it live, right?
Yeah, I do. I like put a game on that I can relax to, and that's not too like assaulting
Right.
to the eyes, and then I just kind of do how
Right.
I used to do on Spoon and talk to the chat.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but then I
Yeah.
do like my videos too because like for YouTube, like there's some people who just only watch my videos, and then also for YouTube to like keep yourself in the algorithm, you gotta upload videos.
Oh.
But I mean, I don't barely
Hmm.
upload videos anymore
They
because it's
say
like
that
yeah.
the shorts are very like shorts are good to do. The shorts.
Yeah, I'm never doing shorts. I'm just I don't think I've tried listening to those
Hmm.
like the short form ASMRs, and like every time I listen to one I'm like, man, I wish this wasn't so short. I would like to listen to a whole
Yeah.
video. So
It's annoying. Yeah. I know a lot of people them do like my favorite triggers of 2025 and they'll do the top 10 or something. Yeah. It's like you just get a taste of it and then it's over.
yeah.
Boo.
Stacy, what are your top 5 ASMR triggers of all time?
Oh my gosh. Oh no. I would say the personal attention, like if it's a video, personal attention is like tingle worthy. Brushing my face with the brush and like looking not in my eyes, but looking around my face, like you're actually looking and taking care of me.
Mm,
That's like the number one. Number two can be very, like for just audio, very common sounds that you wouldn't like, just as common as hairbrushing, but like flipping pages in a book.
oh yeah, I
That one
love
can
that.
be crispness, like it's just like just quiet and yeah, just everyday common sounds that aren't popular can like, and it's just audio that can give
Hmm.
me tingles, and then I'm like asleep pretty much right away. I think those are my top two. I don't know that I have five, to be honest. Maybe if you said your top five, I would be like, oh yeah, that's another good one.
So I don't have like a top 5 list, but I'll come up with it right now for you. Number
Okay.
5,
Okay.
number 5, glass tapping. Um, Number
Hmm.
4 is got to be scissors or like haircut role plays.
Oh yeah, scissors are a good one. Good one, Joey. Yeah.
Number 3 has got to be like page turning or like I really
Hmm.
like videos where people like go through trading cards and they'll just like kind of flick the card or like lightly slap it
Yeah.
against the table, like if
Yes.
it's like a wooden table. So that's
Hmm.
this cards would probably be my number 3. Number 2 has got to be like deep breathing. I think
Really,
yeah, like deep like
really,
like
I've never tried that. I would have to try it.
or like guided breathing stuff like that. But
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
number one easy is gonna be like whispered trigger word repetition.
Oh yes, yes. I liked it when you would just be like, okay, 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 or you would your
I still do
like I
that.
don't normally. Yeah, that's your trademark. It has to be your trademark. Like
And I'll tell you
especially.
something. I do that in real life too sometimes. I'll be
You
like,
know what? Yeah, I could see it. Hmm.
just sit there and it's like, oh man, what do I need to do about this? Like, it's just something I do so idly on the streams that it's become part of my life now.
Absolutely. Yep. I'll be in the grocery store and I'll be grabbing something and I'll maybe be tapping or crinkling and I put it to my ear, kind of
That's
get lost
awesome.
in it for a second. Yeah, I do the same thing. It's when you've done it for so long, it's like you're always listening for sounds. Like, oh, this would be like even now I'm like cool for ASMR, but I don't do it anymore, so I don't purchase it.
Man, oh man. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say you should, but it would be great to hear you like whispering again. Cause I used to love your
It's not like
streams.
it's not like I don't think of it. It's just it's like I don't even know how I had. You know how when you lose the time, it's
Yeah,
hard to get the time back. Like
I
you made the
agree. Yeah,
time for an hour and a half to 2 hours to get it done, and maybe it was only a couple days a week. And then when you don't do it, you fill your time with other tasks that are maybe just as meaningful, like if I'm helping my mom or something. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, how do you get that time back? Like how
yeah,
it's just and then it's like, well, was is my time done? Like would it be the same? You know how when you try to go
yeah,
back to something that is done, it's like, would it even be the same? Because it would be a totally different crowd now,
yeah. It would
and it would
be
be a totally
completely
different
different.
stream. It wouldn't be Spoon. So
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. Is the
yeah,
sad part. Like it's a
yeah,
whole different type of place, and the vibes are different. But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's. I'm sure everybody's gonna love hearing you because I'm gonna edit this and probably upload it tomorrow.
Yay! So I can see it on your channel, correct?
Yeah,
When you do upload.
it'll be uploaded on my channel. It'll probably just be called ASMR: A Conversation with Stacy, and in parentheses, Bedtime ASMR. So
And I'm gonna have to figure out how to create a link on my bedtime ASMR. Um, like on Instagram, there's a way you can link it to the YouTube, so I'm gonna have to figure out
oh
that
yeah,
as well.
feel free to plug my
Yeah,
YouTube channel.
absolutely. Yeah, because people from there are it's only Spoon people that know me on that channel, so it
Yeah,
would be like, oh my gosh, Joey, you know.
I feel like a lot of Spoon people don't even know that I'm still around because sometimes Spoon people will come to my streams and be like, "Oh wow, I remember you from an app called Spoon," and it's like remember that app,
Really?
and I used to stream on it every day.
Oh my goodness. How could they not remember Spoon? Like, I mean, you had YouTube going as well, didn't you? You had both going
I
always,
had
didn't
both
you?
going, but I hate my old YouTube videos, so I unlisted them
Oh,
all.
no, really?
Yeah, but if anybody asks me to upload to make an
Mm-hmm.
old video public, I will. Like somebody asked me
Mm-hmm.
to make my Godzilla video public again, and I did. So it's like
Okay.
if there's like a video you guys want to be public again, if you're listening to this, just
Mm-hmm.
let me know in the comments, and I'll make it public again.
Available upon request.
Yeah, pretty much. And speaking of which,
Awesome.
Stacy, I think I've kept you quite a while. I don't want this video to be too long.
Yeah,
So we're
it
at
was
like
wonderful
40
to
minutes.
speak.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
I get it.
before I do like a little sign off, I just want to say to anybody before you leave a comment, maybe you've already left that comment, and the reason why we're
Mm-hmm.
not whispering is because Discord was cutting
Mm,
out for us. Otherwise, we wanted to do like a whispered one. So I
yeah.
don't want any complaints in the comments from you people talking about
I'm
why isn't this
sorry.
whispered? Why isn't this whispered? But
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
reason why we wanted to.
And and soft spoken was never my forte. I did try it in a Spoon stream one time, and people were asking me if I was sick.
Yeah, I did it in a spoon and
So,
people got
yeah.
mad at me. But yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys like this, you know, just let me know. If you want Stacy back, please let me know. Let her know. Stacy, did you want to add anything?
No, I just want to say, Spoon people, if you're listening, I miss you guys so much. I do have the Instagram still going, and I do try to remember to check it. Just let me know that you're live and well. Some of you were a huge, huge part of the community, like of all of our Joeys and all the people that were streaming on ASMR and Spoon. You guys were a huge part of that community, and I often wonder how y'all are doing, especially some of the younger people who are having some hard times at home, and makes you
Mm.
wonder if things have gotten better for you. It would be lovely to connect again if you are on Instagram or even on Joey's YouTube. I'm Bedtime ASMR Soft Space on Instagram, so please reach out if you remember. I would love to hear from you again.
And thank you, Stacy, for taking this time out of your night to talk to me. It
No,
was always
thank
wonderful.
you, Joey, Dr. Joey. Thank
Not
you so
quite.
much.
All right, Stacy. Well, I'll let you go. You have a great rest of your night, okay?
You too. Take care. Thanks so much, Joy.
Much love. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.